Essentially, today, what I'd like to be able to do is take you on a journey, not so much a scientific journey, but a journey in looking back over time and trying to figure out what's really going on. As most of you know, you've probably heard me before, as a scientist, we're always looking for the type of data that can take us toward proving a hypothesis. And for the most part, that data, whether it's psychosocial or genomic, as was just mentioned, is really just correlative data. We're looking at X and Y and seeing how they fit together. The hard part for science is trying to figure out the why. Why does it actually happen? And today, rather than giving you the science, I'm sort of going to take you on a journey of really where I've been, both cognitively and emotionally with this work, and why I think it works. So let's talk about creativity for a second. It's really something that, in my opinion, is so individualized, and it enables us to really bring into existence something that didn't occur before. And it could be as simple as a painting or sitting down and noodling on a musical instrument. It could be as simple as adding something interesting to your work or being able to try something in a different way. But I think the process of creating, the process of exploring, the process of really expressing yourself is really what changes everything. And I think we don't do enough of that in this world. And what social penetration theory basically tells you is that when we interact as human beings and we develop relationships, we really move from relatively shallow, non-intimate levels to more deeper ones. And I see this in creative musical expression all the time. I see the person speaking superficially and sharing something that may be somewhat matter of fact, but when they start becoming comfortable with each other, that's when the real exchange happens. I also believe that the real value here is not following the lights or following somebody else's rhythm. I think it's improvising. And I think that's really the essence of creative musical expression. And what we constantly teach our facilitators is don't create the rhythm and let them follow. When you do that, that's not where the magic is. The magic is let them create the rhythm and follow themselves. And when that happens, I truly see the breakthroughs. Disclosure theory is basically saying that the stuff that we hold inside, that we never talk about, that we attempt to repress or we overlook, has a tendency to destroy us. And I believe that's the case. And I want you to know that when you take a very close look at this scientifically, a lot of this is not based on fact. For individuals, it's based upon their perception of their reality. So if a person considers themselves unworthy as a child, regardless of what was said, and they never ever get to talk about it, it has negative impact. I don't know how many of you have heard of a Johari window, but basically this looks at the type of information that we basically tend to share or that we reveal. And they're basically 4 blocks. The first block is the open stuff. It's what everybody knows about us. The second is the hidden stuff, the things that I'm keeping inside. There's no way in hell I'm going to share with you. The third is the blind stuff, meaning the stuff that everybody else knows about me, but I don't see in myself. And the fourth is the unknown. And that's really the neat part, because our peers don't know it and we don't know it, but when we're given a chance to express ourselves, that's when that side of it comes out. So what I'm really talking about here, more so than music, is facilitated human interaction. So in essence, when we talk about creative musical expression, it's really about moving beyond our inner conflicts, expressing the seemingly unexpressible, making sense of what typically makes no sense at all, and reflecting, and I call this parallel expression, in a way that enables each of us to be more of ourselves. And I think positive self-reflection, which is something that's missing in our society, we're not good enough, we're not worthy enough, we're not smart enough, we're not intelligent enough, we're too heavy, we're not beautiful enough. All of these comparisons that go back to those theories, I think they're all dissolved when you bring people together with this magnificent Trojan horse that I call music.